free throws. This is a continuation of part 1 of near-death experiences. And when Kobe Bryant broke tore his Achilles tendon, and he went back onto the court to shoot his free throws, that Tim Grover said that that is where the healing began. By that same token, as they laid me down on the ambulance, I thought, how soon can I get back on my diet and my 80-day program? Because the program that I'm on it's a $25,000 contest. And I thought, how soon can I get back on track to my diet? At the hospital, when they injected me with iodine and stuff like this to see what was going on in my body, I asked, does this have sugar in it? Because I didn't want it to ruin my diet. And that may sound funny to you, but the thing is that I was alive, and I knew no matter what, I have work to do. And the mission, as far as I see, what if that's what keeps us alive, is our mission, is the way that we have work on this earth to do. And God has let me live, again, through 6 accidents. 2 of them pretty big ones, 2 pretty scary ones. So about 4 pretty intense ones, okay? 2 definitely intense ones. 1 very intense one. And some people have gone through worse, through something like that, and not walked away. So what I'm saying is, what if it's our mission, our purpose that keeps us alive on this earth? So it may sound funny to you, but think about how much my working out, my physical body, helped sustain and protect my body, the muscle that I have. The next day I woke up sore as hell in my abs because of all the twisting and turning that car did as it shook, right, in this accident. So as you hear that, understand that it's very rationally logical for me to want to get back into that which drives me, keeps me safe, gives me purpose, and it's so connected to my vision and my purpose, my work on this earth. So that's what I'm saying. After the near-death experience, ask yourself, is your work worth getting back into? And if it is, and hopefully if it is, you'll notice you want to get right back into it. So the next day, that same day, the Monday, which was Sunday, that Monday I was already sharing Advocare again. And so that speaks volumes as to how much I value it and how much it's done for my family and the level of integrity that I have with it. Because the next day, within under 24 hours, I was already sharing it with one of my friends who's heard it several times. And she took a picture of me. And she said, here you are, sharing this with me after an accident. But, talk is cheap, so maybe I'll just show you the picture that was taken of me as I'm doing this, as I'm sharing this. And I really enjoyed that because I didn't tell her to take it. It's not like I told her to take the picture. So, let me see what I got here. Here it is. Hopefully you can see it, but that's me. Sharing the Advocare ideas and our system, okay? The next day. So what I'm saying is, that wasn't me pretending, and I think that's why she took it. A friend of mine's like, oh, you made this, look, here you are after an accident, you're all beautiful, you got a black eye, bulging black eye, and you're sharing this Advocare stuff with me, how she said the word beautiful, and that's what I'm trying to say. Like, that's not something you could fake. That's not something you can fake. You either are what you say you're about, or you're not. And a near-death experience is definitely going to show you what you are. That's the main lesson here. Be grateful. Regardless of what you have lost. Regardless of what you don't have, be grateful. When I heard the guy didn't have insurance, I don't recall feeling a lot of anger. I still don't feel anger. And it's not because I don't think he was right in doing it. I think, he got arrested. I think he might still be locked up. I don't know. What I tell you I do feel is, I want to recoup my losses. But more than that, I want to grow bigger than I was prior to that accident. So I'm grateful to have that mindset. I'm grateful that I have friends that love me. I'm grateful that I have a family that loves me. I'm grateful that I love who I am. I'm grateful that I've put love into my body, that my body protected me. I'm grateful. And you have to be grateful for what you have, regardless of what you don't have. Start with what you have, whatever it is. And I think that's a good place to start. And it's so important. This is the next one. What deep message is God trying to tell you? And I wrote two of the lessons. What deep message do you feel God is trying to tell you? If you want to call God the universe or whatever it is, or, life, I don't know. But I call what you might call the universe, I call God the universe. So, my questions I got from God were, are you ready? Are you ready to come back? Are you ready? Or does your behavior need improvement? Does your heart need to be looked at? Do you need to look at your heart? That was question number one. Are you ready? And that was a question I got from this. Am I ready? And number two, you don't know when I'll come back for you. So, are you ready? And keep in mind, you don't know when your time is running out. And here's a little tap on the shoulder. This is sick. It's like, that's 6 accidents. To me, I already believe in the Lord, and I meditate and everything. So for me to live through this one, at this point, I'm telling you, the feeling I have is such a deep level of faith that I know I still have room for more faith. And it's a little scary, the amount of faith I have. And I know that I can still get more. And I fully believe that the Lord has helped me live through what I've lived through. To the point where, 6 accidents, dude. And this one scared the fuck out of me. It just truly scared the fuck out of me. So at this point, I can only sometimes sit in silence. My meditations have been deep. My meditations have been so deep because the level of trust I have for the Lord is just increasing and increasing. So maybe He wanted to do this to me to get more faith for me. There's a lot. There's a lot. This video is going to touch on the surface, but it's been an extremely powerful week. Pay attention to messages, signs from God. It may make you cry. It may make you cry. Pay attention to the signs and messages from God. I spoke to somebody, a family member, I won't tell you who, and I've been praying for this person. I've submitted this person's names up to the prayers of the monks in Self-Realization Fellowship Church several times. I've prayed. Last year I prayed tremendously. And today, this person told me, they've made a big breakthrough in their life. And after a week of just the most intense emotions, after a week of the most intense gratitude, the intense faith, the intense love, my friends and family have given me, I was driving home today, and a pastor was saying God's going to use a challenge that you've had to catapult you to the next. I don't think he said level, but to the next. He's actually going to use it to catapult you. And he was building it, and the preacher was preaching and digging deep. And when he said that, I started crying. In a way like I hadn't cried since I was a child. I think I remember the last time I cried like that was maybe 20 years. And it's because I felt like my prayers had been answered. I felt like a message had been delivered from God. God was saying, listen, I'm here. I'm reaching out to you. I'm asking you to trust me. I'm asking you to know that I've got your back. I'm asking you to know and walk in faith. And I know that you know, and I'm verifying it now. And it was a lot, dude. My prayer being answered for the person in my family, the the accident, the gratitude, the faith, the love. I spoke with my father the other day who also lived, and he told me, Jacob, I don't have any grudges against you. I told him the same. There was such a level of, I played chess with my father. This week's been intense, dude. So much so that I couldn't hold it. Like, it wasn't even about holding it. I think I wanted to let out something like that. I wanted to let out this trapped emotion. And in many ways, I feel healed. I feel healed to be able to just start today as day one. I know I'm not day one. I know I'm not 15 years old or 18 years old, as much as I feel like I've come full circle in my life in many ways. And I feel like I'm ready to live more. And I'm looking for guidance within myself, primarily within myself, to trust myself more and walk with faith and develop my life with passion and love and speaking from the heart and acting from the heart and acting with integrity to the deepest level. And I'm so grateful. Next one is prepare to die. Leave some work, leave a will, make peace with God. Prepare to die. This one just saying, live in a way that